Hello, this is Suzanne in Ohio. This is a follow-up video to my last one. I wanted to show how my little project is coming. Uh, if you did not see my last video, you could go back and look at it, but I'm going to just explain very quickly what I've got here. I found some unfinished practice squares of machine embroidery at the thrift store. I think 6 or 7 of them. Anyways, I decided to finish them out by painting them for any of those that weren't finished, and I showed that on my last video. But I've got them all painted, and I've got them basted down on a foundation to make journal covers. Now, this is the only one that I've almost completed, so that's the first one I'm showing you. The only thing that was done on the machine embroidery were the leaves. So I painted the flowers and the stems with just acrylic paint, and then I have collage scrapped around it. And this will be a small journal cover. And this is the inside of it, just a lining, and this little piece of canvas will be the pocket. And I'll finish those stitches out soon. But here's the other ones that I have ready. I'm going to back out just a little bit because these are a little bit bigger. I did put this one together as a small journal. It doesn't have a closure flap or anything, but it's so cute for a very small one signature journal. And here's the other ones that I have ready. And let's see, this one, now how these work is, I'll show you. Wait, my straight pins are catching on each other. They'll fold like this, and then this inner flap folds in to catch the edges of your pages. So, see, that one doesn't even have a lining on it yet. And you can see here how I work. I have lined these with some padding. I didn't want to use quilt batting. I have white felt, and I even patchworked all my scraps together to make better use of all my supplies. And then I laid it down with a basic, what I thought is a basic collage configuration. Now on top of this, I will put lots of slow stitching in. I like to use embroidery floss, and I do only 2 strands. I don't want it to be too bulky. But you can just imagine how this will turn out after it has a little bit more enhancement. A lot of these laces I hand dyed with either a polymer bath of color, such as paint, or like this one is alcohol ink, different things like that. So here's the flower here. This one was partially machine embroidered, and I painted everything else in with acrylic. And here's a little scrap off of an old pillowcase, I believe it was. So I just want to show you these and wet your whistle a little bit about what you can do with things from the thrift store. Don't pass anything up. This one was started with a peachy colored thread, and I just darkened it a little bit and turned it into an orange type color. And I chose this fabric because it's a little bit more modern, and everything I do tends to be kind of vintage, and I just wanted to switch it up a little bit. This one was started in, the flowers here were all done in this 2 or 3 different shades of fuchsia. So all I did was paint the stem and the buds. And I found this beautiful little piece of fabric at the thrift store. And guess what? The colors are exactly the same. So I thought that would just work out perfect. And again, let me show you how it looks after it's folded. And you can see I don't have any enhancement on this one yet. Such as lace scraps and things like that. I'll pick them as I go. And then this one, It was started in a purple, so I continued with that, and I just added this to pick up that chartreusey green and green there. And that'll have laces and scraps all over the surface of it before I start stitching on it. And this one was a light watermelon type color, mostly in dark. And this is the only thing I had to really match it. So what I'll do is, as I put my lace scraps and everything down, I'll make sure I use some embroidery thread to pick up this very dark watermelon type color. So there's my project for slow stitching, which will be journal covers, but you can make them into anything you want. Of course, you know that. And one more look at all of them. I'll stack them up. And my encouragement was, when you go to the thrift store, don't pass anything up. If you're only paying 50 cents or something like that for it, I think I paid $1 for all 6 of these. And I thought, it's worth a try. If I don't like it, I don't have to use it. All right, my little project for today, just a quick follow-up. And for any of you that are stitchers and want to stitch on something, there's a wonderful challenge going on YouTube from Roxy Creations. Her and her sister are collaborating in an effort to encourage people to do more stitching, and they have thought of the most wonderful project. So go to Roxy Creations and you will find a playlist of her, and you can get all the videos from the very beginning. It's a project going to be stretched out over 6 months, and I'm seriously thinking about doing that because I do a lot of slow stitching anyway. And what you will end up with in the end is a fabric book full of all kind of different stitches and collaging. So if you want to become a stitcher, especially this kind of collaging type work, go there and check out her video. All right, thanks for watching. I'll be back real soon with a lot more projects that I found, or ideas that I found to do at the thrift store. I can't wait to show you those. I'm into this thing about rescuing everything from the thrift store, and I have 2 or 3 projects ready. So check back soon, and I'll be showing those. Thanks for watching.